Our fifth chakra is the throat chakra. And of course, we all know our throat, and this is the center for it. But what we don't know is that it's more than just speaking and communicating. Yes, they are still important. Speaking and communicating are signs of a balanced throat chakra if you can do these clearly, expressively, comfortably. But the deeper attributes of the throat chakra when it is in balance is actually having the ability to manifest what you wish into your reality, to have integrity with your word, to have the ability to plan and organize and delegate if you need to. Having trust and deep belief are properties of a balanced throat chakra. Being a good communicator, being social, allowing yourself to speak your truth. These are signs of a balanced throat chakra and a thriving throat chakra. If you ranked low in the throat chakra, then it could show that maybe you are timid, or you fear communicating, or you are not the best at communicating and you find that you can't really get your point across, or you speak and people don't understand, or maybe even you're not a good listener. It's not just about talking with the throat chakra, it's all about communication. So communication on a broad level. It's not just back and forth talking and chit-chatting. Communication is the delivery of a message. How well can you deliver your message from your heart through your throat to the world? Whether this communication is your desire, or your wants, or your manifestation, or your needs. This can happen verbally, it can happen energetically, it can happen emotionally and mentally. Communication happens on many levels, and it happens through all of our senses, not just auditory. So if you're ranking low in this, maybe you have trouble communicating what you really want from life, what you really want from a situation, from a person. You have trouble manifesting what you desire into your life. Another unbalanced aspect of the throat chakra is dishonesty. So for one, this can be lying or not telling the truth. Maybe you tell a lot of stories or white lies, or you tell tales so that you sound better about yourself. I think we've all done this before, so don't feel bad if this is you. But if you have a tendency to do this often, and it can be hard to look at these aspects of ourselves, it can be really challenging to look at the shadow of dishonesty. I know, because I come up against it in my life too, when I don't want to acknowledge that I've been dishonest. But when I look at it truthfully, I was being dishonest. And you're not a bad girl or bad boy for being dishonest. You're purely just acting from some trauma you have, from some memory you have. You've been conditioned by the world and by yourself and what's happened in your life to be dishonest. But it's not irreversible. The throat chakra shows us our power to manifest what we want. It's a very spiritual chakra. And when we get it on our side and we get it balanced and activated, we can clear up any dishonesty that we have committed and we have spoken. We can use our word authentically with integrity and power. The two oils for this chakra are both extremely medicinally valued and metaphysically, but the more medicinal properties are pretty well known too across the board, so I wouldn't be surprised if you already know about these two. The first one is peppermint. I personally love peppermint because I'm a really hot person. I get quite warm, and peppermint cools me down internally. And this is what it metaphysically does for our throat chakra. If we're feeling fear, if we're feeling blocks, maybe you feel like you have a tight throat, peppermint can just soothe that right down. It can calm. And medicinally, it's known for healing congestion, headaches, coughs, any sort of thing like that that has to do with our respiratory. It's extremely healing. On a more metaphysical level, peppermint, with its freshness, its crispness, it cuts through negativity. Peppermint clears the air of lingering emotions. So if you're in a situation where there are lingering emotions, maybe you feel you're still holding on to something, applying peppermint to your body or putting it in a diffuser is really going to help you move through that. And it's just extra support to help clear out any lingering emotions that may still be with you. Peppermint also cuts through irrational fears. So it can see on an energetic level what you're holding on to and what you're afraid of, and just kind of cut it through, freshen it up, clear it out, which is so valuable to have as a tool in your toolbox, because working with the throat can be scary. We're speaking. We're moving up the scale of our chakras, and it comes to the point now where we are going to voice it. We're going to use our responsibility of our voice. We're going to make it happen with our own energy. And we may have to deal with rejection or fear. So having all the support you can on your side is just so much better. The second oil is eucalyptus. And again, this one is known to be extremely healing for the upper respiratory tract. If you have bronchitis or asthma, it clears out the lungs, it clears the upper sinuses, and it can really bring a lot of vitality and freshness. Eucalyptus can even be used to lower a fever. So if you're sick, you have the flu or the fever, putting some of this in your diffuser or putting it on your throat in the meridian that we're going to talk about will really help bring the fever down and help clean your body out. And the metaphysical property of eucalyptus is similar actually to the medicinal. It cools things down, it clears them out, it calms them. Eucalyptus can do this for your energy. So usually if we're going to be using our throat, if we're going to be manifesting our word powerfully, if we're going to delegate, if we're going to take on tasks and be able to put ourselves in a role of leadership, we're going to have to move through fear. We're going to have to move through anything blocking us from doing that. So working with eucalyptus cools you and it calms you. And eucalyptus grows on a tree, a big beautiful tree. And it brings you that feeling of groundedness and centeredness so that you can speak from a place of truth and speak from a place of relaxation. Our two spots on our body, the meridian and the chakra center. The chakra center is at the base of your throat. And if you feel called, you can even do the sides. But usually I just do it right in this little hollow of the neck, placing your oil there with your carrier oil, rubbing it in, sending intention, closing your eyes and just focusing on it. See the color blue, see your throat happy and thriving, see wind and water flowing through it when you place your touch here. The second place is the meridian of the throat, and it's on the back of our neck, right at the base of our brain. And again, there's a hollow there. Find that hollow, place your oil there, rub it in, send intention. Imagine water and air flowing up over your brain, down your face, through your throat. Imagine flow. Imagine this easy breeze, this easy rush of energy. And when you do this, so too will become your communication and the way that you speak with the world and yourself. Your mantra for the throat chakra ritual, which you will use if you're low ranking in your throat chakra, or also if you just want to send more love there, even if you're balanced, is I speak my truth with grace and ease. I speak my truth with grace and ease. I speak my truth with grace and ease. And I invite you to say this 3 times as you're applying your oil. Out loud is really powerful for the throat chakra, or in your head if you're at work and you're unable to do that. So saying it out loud while rubbing the oil in, sending intention, increasing the blood flow, increasing the metaphysical flow of energy. Your throat chakra will love you for this. If we want to be powerful people in this world, if we want to create our realities, if we want to manifest what we want in life, which I'm assuming you want to do if you're joining me on this program, you want to have activated chakras so that you can go after some goal, whether the goal is vitality, or the goal is being a better coach, or the goal is being a better parent or lover, or the goal is to create your own business. We want to have our power on our side. We want to be able to manifest through our words. We want to speak our truth. We want to be authentic. We want to be good listeners and also good givers. Our throat chakra has so much to offer us. Beyond just talking or singing or sounding nice, it's literally our direct manifestation of our desires into the world.